Vikings schedule chat, okay? Yeah. We're back of NFL schedule reviews. We'll see what the record prediction will be. I know they still have their best receiver, Justin Jefferson, for sure. Okay, let's get into it, chat. Okay. Okay. Packers versus Vikings. Okay, Packers versus Vikings. Packers is going to beat the Vikings. Okay. 0-1. 0-1 for the Packer. 0-1 for Vikings. Okay, Vikings versus Bears. Vikings versus Bears. Okay. Bears is going to beat the Vikings for sure. 0-2. Okay. 0-2. Okay. Vikings versus Buccaneers. Okay. Vikings versus Buccaneers. Buccaneers for sure. 0-3. Chat. 0-3. Dolphins versus Vikings. Chat. Okay. Dolphins is going to beat the Vikings for sure, chat. Okay. 0-4. Vikings versus Saints. Chat. Okay. Vikings beat the Saints for sure. Okay. 1. 0-1. 0-2. 0-3. 0-4. 1-4, chat. Okay, Colts versus Vikings, chat. Colts is going to beat the Vikings. 1-5, okay. Vikings versus Lions, chat. Vikings versus the Lions. Okay. Do. Hi. Okay. Vikings versus Lions. Lions is going to beat the Vikings. 1-6. I think it's 1-6. Chat. I think it's 1-6. 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, 1-4, 1-5. Chat. 1-5. Okay. 5. Okay. Yep. 1-6. Bills versus Vikings, chat. Bills versus Vikings. Bills for sure, chat. 1-7. Chat. 1-7. Vikings versus Packers, chat. Packers. 1-8, chat. 1-8. Vikings versus the 49ers. Yeah. I have them. Hi. I have. Where is it? I forgot where I started. 1-0-1, 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, 1-7, 1-8. Okay. Vikings versus 49ers. Okay, 49ers is going to beat the Vikings for sure. Okay. Yeah. 1-9, chat. Okay. 1-9. Falcons versus Vikings. I think Falcons is going to beat the Vikings for sure. Okay, I think. One and 10. Panthers versus Vikings. Panthers. 1-11. Okay. Vikings versus Patriots. Patriots for sure. Patriots for sure. Chat. Okay. 1-12. Lions versus Vikings. Vikings for sure. 1-13. Commanders versus Vikings. Commanders. There's for sure. 1 and hello. I think it's 1-14. Okay, 1 second. Let me restart before I do Vikings versus Jets. Okay, 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, 0-5. Vikings versus Jets. Vikings for sure was going to beat the Jets. 2-14, chat. 2-14 for sure. And then Bears versus Vikings. Wait, no, it's 2-14. Bears is going to beat the Vikings for 2-15, chat. Okay, that's the Vikings record for this season, chat. That is the Vikings record for this season. Okay, and they'll win 2 and lose 15 games, chat. And yeah, that's the Vikings record for this year, chat. Okay. Okay, because they have hard schedules this year. The Vikings did. The Vikings had a hard schedule this year. Vikings, I'm sorry, you have a hard schedule this year. Yeah, I'm sorry, Vikings. Vikings, you watching this? You have a hard schedule this year. Yeah, I am. Yeah, Vikings has a hard schedule this year. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Vikings has a hard schedule this year. I'm sorry. For all the Vikings fans out there. Yeah, they need to rebuild their team. Okay? Sorry, all the Vikings fans out there. Yeah, see you, chat.